Yeet! Hello everybody, welcome back to Novel House. Today we're going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So, last time, we finally got Damon Gant on the stand. He basically told us to go fuck ourselves, and then left.
And then we did.
So, we're now in the final act. I'm not sure if this is going to be one episode, or if I'm going to be splitting it up into two. So I can't remember how long this part is, but yeah. So we'll just play it by ear, and we'll hop right in.
Yeehaw. We're back, baby.
Now then, will the defendant Miss Lana Skye please take the stand?
No, she will not.
I don't even want to see you.
I'm going home.
Good.
Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor.
Thank you for telling me, I know.
I'm sure you're aware of what this is, what's required of you?
Is that a question? But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
No?
Please provide the call with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth.
Of course,
Not.
the truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'm always gonna be your sister.
Unless if you lie.
Then I will disown you.
What?
Now then, your testimony if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. Don't fuck this up. And don't fuck us over either. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. To get good.
Get ganted, bitch. Gant and the Fabrication. Sounds like a children's novel. I worked alongside Gant for many years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory.
Phoenix, I'm gonna fucking stop you right there. If you don't stop lying, I'm gonna smack you.
I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself.
Yeah, okay.
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Okay,
Or
buddy.
did it?
You're full of shit. Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to the capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
Well, you're not very smart then.
But Lana!
Shut up. If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Okay, so he just casually had those pieces of evidence in his safe then.
Please, Mr. Wright, you've gotta help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
Honestly, I'm about to let her sacrifice herself because she's pissing me
No!
off. What if she's telling the truth? Did you forget the evidence in the damn safe?
She's
Oh my
not.
God.
I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. If
Well,
you
maybe she
listen
just start-
closely, you can hear it.
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. I'm already balls deep in this, so... The defense may now begin this cross-examination. What did you just say? Nothing, Your Honor! Alright, let's do this.
Bow, 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 bow.
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. Why would you do that? You say you did this all by yourself.
Fucking yeah. Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
No.
Dead people.
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
No. What?
I'm not repeating myself.
Oh. But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
You better fucking face me.
No. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life.
The audacity of these hoes. Yeah, that's right.
Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. And I'm not a hoe.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
Sometimes I keep reading Darkest Drake.
Yes, me too.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away.
Oh, you just happen to remember.
Sorry.
Okay, buddy.
It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me.
For being a prosecutor, you sure suck at lying. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Plant inside the wound and move the body.
Oh my
You
god.
planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound? Then you moved the body, what the fuck?
But why? Why would you do that?
Why not? You of all people should know, Mr. Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
I know I do.
Thanks.
My head isn't that bad. You ought to ask for the sake of others. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
It was just an inconvenience.
I just thought it would look better over here.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Skye moved the body.
The feng shui was off, so I moved the body.
Piece of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Should have gone the other way. Yeah, okay, buddy. Miss Skye, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? Yeah. If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
A contradiction in my testimony?
Starting with your birth.
What?
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events that threatened my plan."
You got it? That's right.
Do you have a problem with that? I do have a problem with that, actually. It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
I'm about to drop a bombshell on you, then.
No!
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar.
Nice.
Got him. Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message.
shit.
What the fuck? We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical.
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are.
Dark.
Get it? Dark. About the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
I'm getting off this train.
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece it together as the information arrives at the truth.
Wow. I tried to change it because I already fucked up, but I
Yep.
think I just rewrote the whole thing, and I don't
I
know
will.
if
The
it's
witness
still
might now
translated.
continue our testimony. The witness continues her testimony now.
That's basically what I did.
Oh my god.
So wait, I think it still worked, right? I hope so. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out.
Open your eyes.
I had my eyes closed because I was scared of the dark. But then it just got darker, and I got scareder.
Scared her. Oh my god.
To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all.
Oh my
Ow,
god.
I just set my glasses on the mic. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
It wasn't even that funny. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? Why the hell would you do that?
I fucking felt like it. I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
Who cares?
I don't know. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer.
Oh man. Drake?
I said Dark.
I know.
Oh. That's why she
My man
tried
Drake.
to. Oh my god. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. This is going downhill fast.
Oh my god.
I'm about to smash your testimony in a billion pieces.
Damn. Like that jar.
You're dumb. Because you missed like 70% of them.
Yeah, really. That was like the worst wipe job I've ever seen.
Miss Skye, if you can't wipe this well, how do you wipe your hands? The judge just goes,
Come on, Lana.
the judge just goes, damn, you're spitting facts. How do you?
Yeah, come on, Skidmark.
Okay. Miss Skye, I believe this jar. It's not even that funny. Conceals the truth even you were unaware of.
I'm crying. What?
This Strike all that from the record. We found the final piece
We
of this
never
jar.
talked about this.
Yes.
In the chief's safe? But how? I'm crying. Oh my god.
I knew it. She really didn't know. She's dumb. There's even something more disturbing about that final piece. there was still blood on it. You missed it.
No, I didn't.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them.
I did.
This is supposed to be serious.
I did. I wiped it all.
Oh my god. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
How the
'Cause I
fuck
was
do
there.
you know?
Oh man. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? That's a pretty fucking big piece to miss,
Yeah,
not
that's
to
a
mention just where the
huge
blood was.
piece.
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are far too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. Maybe it will be, but everybody makes mistakes. I even once wasted an entire day. Look for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Ha! Can you believe that? I also lost my cough one time.
Whoa.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor?
How did you lose that?
When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
I also lost my wife.
Okay.
I heard that.
There's no way a name, could have been written on the shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I'm not implying the person with Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Doc downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? Was he mad? Okay.
Maybe.
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Oh, why was his mouth moving? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us
That's a
that?
great question.
No.
So
My-
dramatic, this
My
one.
breakdown.
Yeah, the judge's breakdown.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Fuck all of you.
Damon Gant arrived at the scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. A lot. And purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is this action called?
Punching a jar?
I didn't know there was gonna be a test.
Fabrication of evidence. Why would the Chief Gant? Well, why would the Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Oh my god. Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
Oh, damn.
God damn, girl. No, I did it on my own.
God damn it, you sprayed blood on my fucking floor, and I gotta clean that shit up.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
You better back that bullshit up, Chief, first of all. Foul lies? That's slander. Imagine that coming from my own client. Your Honor, I want to press charges for slander. I want to sue. Guess it do seem like the time to voice the truth. What? Okay. Have you been in any of the trials that I've won? Wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, I'm using my
Lana.
big brain.
Maybe right after all.
What do you mean, right?
So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
man.
Lana is not a bitch.
Oh.
But that was a lie.
Aw.
Miss Skye, please testify once more, so I can break you.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Maybe you don't remember killing him. Miss Skye, if you will.
I can't.
You fucking can and you will.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
I can't do that, sorry. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. No more.
Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all of the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might still be innocent.
Okay. No, she's guilty. Unbelievable, the body was impaled on the armor sword? That sounds
You
cool.
were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Actually, I do have proof.
What?
I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? To me? You didn't give me shit.
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Well, I gave it to you.
Lana must have known.
Oh wait, I fed it
See,
to
Mr.
Gumshoe, I
Wright?
forgot.
She really does have faith in you.
Yeah, that picture was really good, pal.
Did you eat
I
it?
hadn't eaten in days.
Oh no.
Right, well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture.
These Pikachu.
Quotations. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check the app. You know?
Oh wait, I forgot the photo is just her box from that gotcha game she plays.
There must be a picture in there somewhere.
Wow.
I love him.
Pio.
He's Pio.
Oh.
Aw.
I just immediately think back to press buttons and talk when they started calling him Pio.
Yeah, God.
It's Theo.
Hey, there's a picture here. Damn.
Wow.
Hey, there's some stuff coming out of you.
Oh my.
The knife, or the knife. The knife's just like, hey, you're stumbling to the wrong crime scene, pal.
Or the knight, better
I
yet,
had
is
to
like,
die.
the knight is just
Or
like,
you
dude,
had to die, not I had to die.
dude, get off of my sword.
Come on, man.
God, I just fucking cleaned this.
This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything.
Wow.
After I touched everything that was inside.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
Food.
A hand.
This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whosever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints. They're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
I was not beginning.
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Alright. Hold it.
Ooh, oh no.
I'm back. That McDonald's was good. Come now, RG. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. You have a lot of fucking nerve coming back in here.
And not bringing me a McMuffin.
What, now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
No, I'm afraid it's too late for that.
You can shut your mouth. What?
You already declined to testify.
Idiot.
That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Fucking loser.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your neck.
Oh. Sounded like electricity. So what?
Electricity,
You think I'm worried?
Electricity.
Schoolhouse Rock?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you. But I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
I have a gun.
Oh no.
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Damn. That's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't. But someone does. Someone? So, what's your excuse, righto? Fuck. Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Shit. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. Ooh! What do I do now? I'd better think this through carefully. Can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Alright, so if you do show the evidence, you will get the bad ending. And I might show that later, so I'm gonna save and make...
Ah, good idea. Good idea.
So we'll do the good ending first, and then we'll probably come back. If I remember. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this time. What? You lie.
You lie.
Chief Gant, calm down. You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Huh, can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. Ow. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? Looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence? It's going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Wow, that's crazy. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Please don't hurt me. Well,
Please be gentle.
I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? I didn't admit to shit. Still gotta get this cut. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her?
Shut up. I knew Lana. So I made it look like the blame lay with her sister. That when she saw this scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Skye?
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
Get fucked, nerd. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? Yeah, you're gonna need life insurance when I'm done with you.
Oh god.
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead, while forging the evidence? What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? Bye. I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. She kinda sucked at it. What?
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar, too? Don't laugh at me.
Dumbass.
What?
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto, cough it up already. I know you haven't. Fuck you.
He just goes,
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
Alright, here you go.
ew.
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth that you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it, I didn't want to have to do that being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Sucks to suck, Emma. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late. I would have gotten a game over if I did. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Cannot show.
He's like, what the hell?
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. And here we have one of the best pursuit breakdowns in the entire trilogy. in
Here
my
we
opinion.
go. Buckle up, kiddos.
Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. The Blue Badger.
It's always been him.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes. At last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Holy balls.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be, requests
Oh, that be immediately. Okay.
that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
I mean, if you're so sure, then okay. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
I'm saying you're a dumbass. Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Oh no, you don't know.
Whoever the fingerprints must belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints were all they?
Sweet
What?
Emma. Sweet Emma, you don't know.
Very well. I'll tell you. Prepare to get fucked. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. I was gonna say planned. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... me. Emma. Emma Skye?
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
I thought that'd be funny.
Funny joke.
Dumbass. You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me. So it's true. Tragic but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. No.
How could you?
Okay.
You monster!
Miss Skye, shut the fuck up. We're having a moment.
You knew whose fingerprints were those all along, and yet you did this. Why? You acted like she really didn't.
Miss Skye, it's not over yet.
What?
I mean, your life is over, but I said this trial isn't over yet. But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. You don't scare me. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense.
You're a serious offense.
Your hair is a crime.
Ha.
What? I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
Classic.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer.
How it feels to get single-handedly fucked by an orange man.
You should literally just giving him the silent treatment. Before I do that, there's just one other thing I have to clear up. Go fuck yourself.
Oh?
Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you asked? Ask. It was Emma Skye, wasn't it? No. I'm afraid that's not possible. Imagine if he was like, yeah, you're right, it was Emma.
You're right.
All this build-up for
Damn it.
nothing. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves you fucked up. Who the real killer is. Oh, I have to go. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. The pick.
The pick, bro.
And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Skye took. Take a good look at it. Oh, that's pretty funny. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. And why is it always in black and white? Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth... Holy balls. Wait. There's no blood on it.
You're right.
Ugh. Since Emma Skye's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
Oh, no, actually, she pushed him, then I cut off the thing, and then he was impaled.
Oh,
It's still Emma.
my bad.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armor's sword.
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death,
He jumped on the sword, okay?
said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No!
You are so fucked.
It's finally all over. Thank God.
Hallelujah!
Yeah!
Oh,
Who the... Oh, here we go.
yeah.
That was close, Wright. You almost had me. What? Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? What does that even mean? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Get fucked, kid.
Why do you look like you're about to cry?
Order! What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Reggie? Earlier, whole Righto here concealed that piece of the cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Righto? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? No. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this time. Point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair!
Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the laugh is on you, son. Nerd. Damn, he got you. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright? Turn out the lights. It seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? Did you purposely and illegally conceal this piece of cloth? Yeah.
I did
Just kidding.
not.
I admit I refused to present it at one point. So the evidence is illegal. Shut the fuck up, I'm not done. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Huh? What? It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean, you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved in presenting evidence. I still don't know how the hell you guys don't know this, because I'm supposed to be the noob. No, Archie, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe. Shut up.
There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you could prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. Blue Badger.
The blue bladger.
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this?
It's P.O., bitch.
I've done my homework too, Chief. How did you pass the bar? Indeed, Emma Skye's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth and nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. the second rule of evidence law.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the clock and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at the fucking picture and... Better watch your mouth. Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. I didn't say that, I was my evil twin. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. Oh god, I can't do this breakdown. Oh my god, he's clapping so hard the earth is falling apart.
Earthquake?
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
Well, you're a bitch. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, the bitch, and convinced Bruce Goodman, the moron. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me.
That was weak. Please, you gotta help me.
Goodman turned him down as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. And then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. I don't even know what voice to give him.
You listen here, buddy.
What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We're gonna transfer the evidence out. There's too many questions left unanswered. That's gonna
You're
be your
gonna
last
listen to me,
words.
see?
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. We're gonna handle this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. Ow.
Ouchie.
I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it off. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't even realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer. Everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car?
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. And I don't get paid, like, at all. Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How? How could you get Miss Skye involved in all this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker?
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, You left the jar fragments in the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. Fuck.
I mean, you got pretty far.
Yeah. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence
Except
doesn't
you.
hold up very well. God damn it. Upon close examination, you must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy. Why do you stand in court?
Paycheck? Me?
I've got a kill streak going.
Jesus.
Actually, a losing streak. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
What the fuck does that mean?
That was cryptic as hell. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Audrey. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. What? No.
No, the bedroom?
Damn, guess I have to cancel that reservation. Sorry too, David Gant.
I had my nice boxers on and everything.
I know you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you were no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Audrey. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here, and this mistake,
Whoa,
I mean Worthy.
that was rude.
With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. God, easily one of my favorite breakdowns in the entire
It's
series.
so good.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Yes.
First, you're an asshole.
What?
Your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning.
What?
You see, Miss Skye, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Skye. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble.
You're fucking worthless. My, what high standards you have for a rookie.
Well, you already said I wasn't your attorney anymore anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Ugh.
I can see why Mia thought so highly of you.
The breastily boobed mentor.
The breastily boobed Mia. Who knows? A few years from now, you might just make it to the top.
No,
I highly
actually
doubt that, though.
I actually regressed in the next in the 3DS games.
Yeah, you're right.
Aw.
Aw. No. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Skye.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
After all the shit that you called me?
You've suffered every bit as much as I have over the past few days.
He's like, it all began with the DL6 incident. And he starts
God.
monologuing.
Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it has been for you.
Do
for
you?
It was nothing.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory.
I didn't need you.
You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
I don't like praise.
You're so cute.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Skye,
Yes, Your Honor.
get out.
Oh,
You are
okay.
innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, this fact is that you were still acting as his accomplice. The trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Do you? Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Yay!
Queen shit. Love you, bitch.
Alright. Wholesome? Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye,
Guilty as fuck.
not guilty! Yeah!
Woo.
My god, this case was so long.
It's so
but
good,
it's
though.
good. Unlike the Steel Samurai case.
Oh, God.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Adjourned.
Adjourned. February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
At long last, it's finally over. Oh. Emma, lighten the fuck up, come on.
Why'd you turn off the music?
Thanks, mood killer. Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended.
She was shot.
I could see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. You've done bad. You've done absolutely horrible.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh my
You are!
Get out!
You fucking are.
Man, y'all look like shit. Oh, yes I am. I'll go back later. Fucking bye. No, wait, Detective Gumshoe, don't cry. What is it? Yeah, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making the detective run around all on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I say happy people funerals. I also messed up my line like 3 times every single time I've done this. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
No, fuck her. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Ew. Lana!
Imagine if instead of Lana, he just goes, I wanted you to see someone, pal. Maya fucking shows up. She's like, hi, bitch. Phoenix is like, Maya, what the...
Why are you here?
She's like, I don't even know who that is.
Why does she look like me? Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Oh, yeah, that's awkward. Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Oh my god. You're gonna get your badge taken back, like, away again.
No, instead of your bad, it's gonna be your life.
Yeah. Oh god. Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That day 2 years ago. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Why did the text go so fucking fast there?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Like they was you.
Oh
Oh my god.
Sis.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong.
Yeah.
I changed after that day.
You did.
I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew What? I knew Moo. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing
myself.
But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours.
We're so fucking bad at this.
I know. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
I am so sorry, guys. It's also pretty late when we're recording this, but damn, we are
Okay.
awful when it comes to
God
serious
damn.
moments.
Well, it's because once you mess up once, it's like, it's
Oh,
gone.
no, we're also sitting across from each other.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If
So if I start laughing, then
Yeah,
Andy
then
looks
I
at
laugh,
me, and
or
I'm like,
if I start to laugh, she can see it from here. So
No.
Huh? Wait, huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back.
the theme change gave me such whiplash.
Yeah, right?
And now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma! Emma!
She's like, Emma. I love this image so much. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on towards a brighter future. Okay, this pisses me off, the fact that they never bothered to bring Lana back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on. At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
To me, though yeah, not detective anymore.
thank you both for all that you've done.
So weird hearing him say Mr. Gumshoe.
Yeah, right? I'm sure we'll meet again someday.
Nah, we never will.
Isn't that right, Capcom? No, Edgeworth?
You're one case of fame. Edgeworth
Stop hiding and come over here.
rises from the floor.
How did you
Why do you
fucking
always look so
see
pissed
me?
off? Where was he hiding?
I just came to say
I was hiding in the couch.
congratulations.
Thank you.
He just throws up immediately after.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Oh my god.
Bye.
You're always so depressed. Fuck him.
He's so emotionally constipated. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
I want to see this animated so freaking bad.
Right?
Obviously, if they mess it up, I don't want it, but...
Yeah. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
I mean, I know that. It's too late for me.
Why do you need to kill...
Oh!
This isn't about you.
Ah!
Oh my god.
God!
No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes.
You literally can.
You really
Mr.
are
Edgeworth.
you really are an attention whore, huh?
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
Okay. You despise criminals. I could feel it. You and me were the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Bye, bitch.
And then I cried. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that... Oh my fucking god. But I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth,
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did.
I mean, he did try to convict me once, so...
Well, we're not going to talk about that right now. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma,
They both sucked.
were dicks. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake.
I'm not listening to you.
You said in order to fight in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Oh, this is fucking gross!
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? My fist.
Just show him the wrong thing.
Something that neither Edgeworth or I would have been able to find out on our own. I'm gonna punch him in the head.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth.
That's not my fucking name.
Smile for once, Jesus.
It's time for me to go.
Oh my god.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me.
Okay.
There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Get lost. Edgeworth, what will you do now?
I'm trying to fucking phase out of existence. Stop.
Well, whatever you do, just remember. You suck. You can
too.
let what happened to kill the prostitute.
Prostitute? We're
can
just
let-
fucking up,
You
dude.
can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
That's gay. Farewell.
We're more than friends.
We are! I'd better be going too.
To jail.
To jail?
Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you.
Scientific investigation?
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, sis. I will.
Bye.
Bye!
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Yay!
They're so cute.
Faith that their lives have only just begun. Well, one of them has. The other ones we're never going to see again.
That's true.
And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover
Why is
myself.
Larry there?
To myself. Well, don't go tricking off just yet, pal. Credits can't come in yet. What is it, detective? Yeah, there's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, maybe okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak around for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? I had to give him like 20 packs of ramen noodles.
way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Oh yeah, I'm a wild man. Heh. You see, Mr. Wright here, he'll be the one footing the bill. Huh? Huh? What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Alright, I'm kicking your ass.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You both have no money.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Didn't give me a chance to do it myself.
Yeah, look at that crack
And that
cocaine.
wraps up
Shutaku.
all of the first game of Ace Attorney.
Yeah, we finally did it, guys. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days as a prosecutor. At the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Except I'll never come back again.
Kind of surprised they never made the coroner that Emma works with as like coming as a witness or anything.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so this series is absolutely legendary. I know a lot of there's plenty of people who aren't into these kinds of games, but man, the
But
storytelling, the
chef's
cases are
kiss.
so well done.
Beautiful.
Yikes! I thought it was gone for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation in the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. It sure showed them. That's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily. And I will still never forgive Capcom for not bringing back Gumshoe in the 3DS
I
games.
miss Gumshoe so fucking much.
Yeah,
He's
it
such
makes
a
me so
good
angry.
character.
But yeah,
Love that man.
this was such a good addition. Whenever they ported this to the US, and they made this like the extra case, my god, it was so good.
Fabulous.
I was completely thrown off when I did Turnabout Goodbyes and saw there was a new case after. My new mission is to... Wait. You're in the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. I fucking hate my life. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. Time to deep throat the cactus.
No!
I'll show them, though. Someday I'm gonna make a detective. Yes, sir. Then I could be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
Thick dick Gumshoe.
Thick Dick Gumshoe. Man.
Wow.
Yeah, I will say though, like the first game was still really good, but man, case 1 and 3 were not that memorable.
Yeah, no. It's always like the last one. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. And they have their moments.
Okay, well, anyway, I can talk over this one. So yeah, like, I don't know, like case 2 Turnabout Sisters was really good. It was an insanely strong start, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Taking down somebody who literally has the courts and police in his pockets, and then going to the freaking Steel Samurai. Ah, he fell. Steel Samurai. And the Turnabout Goodbyes, holy fuck. Von
Yeah.
Karma was such a well done villain. He's
Excellent.
even like outside of the Ace Attorney series, he's still regarded as one of like the best antagonists like in gaming history. I even watched a video on that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were comparing like other villains and like from other games.
Kind of dope.
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Starman's sneaking this into me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like he did it. Even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
No.
The thing is, like, they could still technically bring back Marshall and Lana, because they're not in jail forever. They're not in jail for murder.
Yeah,
just
they're
in jail
not.
for, like, obstruction of justice and messing up crime scenes, so it wouldn't be that long of a sentence.
Looks like we won't be seeing ever each other for a while.
Yeah, I don't want to see her again.
As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes like a bitter defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Or do,
Yeah,
I don't
will
give a
say,
fuck.
the first trial day was so freaking painful. Angel Star's testimonies made me so mad.
Literally, she's just like, ah,
Oh, man.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah, this is easily one of my favorite cases out of the entire series. It's so
pretty,
good.
pretty good.
In the trilogy, I don't know where I'd rank it. Probably, like, second favorite? I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Dickhead? Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for, how many years?
He's been doing someone.
Anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be, gone. Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel! Sorry, gotta go. I'm also the only judge, like, in every fucking game. But yeah, Rise from the Ashes is definitely rated super high on my list.
Rise from the Ashes is good.
The only ones that I think kind of beat it out is Final Case for Trials and Tribulations. That one was really good. Final Case and Justice for All. There were a couple cases in the 6th game that were really freaking good too.
Oh, yeah.
Yay,
Yes!
Maya!
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
I wonder who the...
Really?
I will.
Well, anyway, I miss this series so much. Like, granted, we did, at least as of this recording, we recently got The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
But I want them to bring Ace Attorney 7, or at least announce it so freaking bad. Because I'm so starved for new content from the main
entire
series.
Ace Attorney fandom is just waiting for
And I want them to
things.
take notes from The Great Ace Attorney. If they regress, I swear to God,
Right.
I'm gonna be so angry. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you your tea. What's going on? Oh boy. So actually, that little scene with the bellboy, that ties directly into some events that take place in the second game. Pretty
Yeah.
interesting. Obviously not gonna spoil that.
Flawlessly, too.
The train!
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be all right. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Alright, let's open this up.
It's Pio.
Click on it.
What's these?
Yay!
That's crazy.
Yay!
That is adorable. I love them so
They're
much.
so cute.
Yeah, I still don't know why they never bothered to bring Lana back.
Yeah, I know. She's a good character. She's very nuanced. Capcom.
So I did not forget. So we are also going to go back and get the bad ending, just to show you guys what happens. Be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's do this. Show some evidence. Yes,
Oh,
Your
so you
Honor.
wish to die.
I do have further evidence.
All right, the time's finally come to show it to them.
I feel like getting convicted.
Those prints have got to be the Chiefs.
Oh no.
God, I just want to know what's going through Phoenix's head right now. It's like, yeah, the Chiefs. No, the listing is conclusive evidence. Evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. I pity the poor souls who forgot to save and did
Oh, yeah. That would have sucked.
Like, at least in the 3DS games, they give you, like, waypoints that you can just jump to in each chapter. This one is very unforgiving. It's a piece of leather cloth. Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest. Damon Gant's like, wow, you are a fucking idiot.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword. Right, you are a fucking moron. What? Whose fingerprints are on this? I'm sure Wright has checked, haven't you? I just shot myself in the foot. Well, who are they? Whose are they?
Who?
Balls. They're Miss Skye's.
Oh,
Miss Emma Skye's.
No.
What? They're mine? So
Yeah.
I really did do it?
See, I told you it was conclusive.
See, I told you, fucking bye.
No, but this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes. Please?
Screw you, man. But
Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over.
balls.
I thought you were on my side, Edgeworth.
You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Skye to Neil Marshall's death. You fucking moron.
No. Tom, you're dumb. It appears we have our killer. No. No. Yeah, I feel
The
awful.
whole gallery's like, bruh.
I feel so bad for the people who didn't save. Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all counts.
Guilty.
And then she fucking died.
Boop, 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 boop,
Woo!
boop, boop.
So yeah, that's the bad ending if you guys
Yeah.
want to see it.
There you go.
So yeah, that
Yeah.
concludes Game 1 of the Ace Attorney
Ooh.
trilogy. It's
Ace
been a
Attorney
really fun ride.
trilogy. It has.
And I'm glad you guys stuck with us through this entire
Yeah.
adventure. So I'm not sure
What a
when,
good
it'll
game.
probably be a little while till we jump into the second game. But
Yeah,
I'm really
probably.
excited to play that one.
Because we've got a couple games in between.
Yeah.
So,
So, I guess we'll be
Yeah.
figuring out what we're going to play next.
yeah, yeehaw.
So as always, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe give us some suggestions on what you guys want, I guess, to replace this game. for
Oh
our
yeah,
next
because we've
playthrough.
gotten a couple of them. We are writing these things down.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
So.
I do already have one game in mind that I do want to play next, but I'm always open to other suggestions. So, yeah,
Yeah, yeehaw.
we'll catch you guys in the next episode of the next
Whatever.
game we intend to play. Peace out.